Hello and welcome to fresponse.com. Today we're going to talk about fresponse Collect, our solution for imaging over unstable networks and the internet. fresponse Collect is a client-server solution, so you'd have one or more central servers that both subjects and examiners communicate with. As it stands right now, we're looking at the fresponse Collect management console, which would run on an examiner machine. We have one Collect server out on the internet that we're going to be interacting with today. In addition to fresponse Collect, we do offer you the ability to collect data from agentless connections, so things like SMB and SFTP shares, as well as to talk to cloud providers directly, armed with credentials, and to create snapshots of running cloud servers on platforms like Amazon EC2, Azure Compute, and Google Compute. In addition to cloud server snapshots, we also give you the ability to collect file and folder content from remote cloud storage, things like Amazon S3, Dropbox, OneDrive, etc. We're going to focus all of our attention today on fresponse Collect itself. We're going to talk to the Collect server, and we're going to have it task subjects with collection activities. So we'll start by double-clicking on the server and logging into it, and here you can see we've already got one collection running. With Collect, you essentially need to get the subject software on one or more remote machines. We can show you right here how to export an MSI, or Microsoft Software Installer, of the subject software. You'll want to go ahead and change any of these settings, and then of course export either a 64 or 32-bit version of the MSI and use your own deployment tools to get it running on a remote machine. Essentially, once we do have fresponse Collect subject software running on either Windows, Linux, or OS X, we can then create a collection. Creating a collection is sort of creating tasking at the server, and that the subject will reach out, talk to the server, and find that it has work to be performed. We'll go ahead and create collection number, or test 2 rather, and we'll select one or more machines from the list of systems that have talked to our Collect server. Once we've got that system, those one or more that we want to talk to, we're going to get asked what targets we would like to collect from. Each device has different targets, things like profiles, volumes, physical memory, physical disks, etc. And you can see that list here. We're going to go ahead and select disk 1, which would be the physical drive of the remote machine. So physical disk 2 rather, but drive 1, disk 1 of the remote machine. We're going to add that into our collection tasking and then hit next. The wizard will then ask us if we want to have the software uninstalled from the remote machine when we're finished. We're not going to do that today. We'll then hit next and finish. So essentially what we've done is created a single disk imaging task on a remote subject. Now, the way Collect works is subjects reach out periodically and talk to the server to see if they have tasking to be performed. They make HTTPS style requests. When there's work to be performed, they begin performing that work. So here you can see while we're looking at the collection details that the subject has yet to check in and reach out to the server for work. Once that happens, the screen will update with additional information as to the last time we saw it, the last network address it came from, etc. Now that we have an imaging operation rolling, what we're going to do is we're going to show you what happens during a loss of connectivity. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate that now. Keep in mind, that's what fresponse Collect was built for, was unstable networks like the internet. All right, so now I'm on a different machine. This is the subject machine that we're collecting data from, or that's pushing data rather to our Collect server. I'm going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to go ahead and disable the network interface. This is going to knock the machine offline. When I return to the examiner, you'll see that our imaging percentage isn't moving forward. We're not getting any updated data. And simply put, the subject is offline, so there is no data to be pushed. We're going to return to the subject and turn the network interface back on or re-enable it. This is going to get the subject to wake up, see that it had work to be performed where it left off, and resume that operation. Returning to the examiner, you can see we've gone from 6% to 7% on imaging, and that number will continue to rise. What essentially this means is that we don't have to babysit a collection in process. The subject and the Collect server take care of making sure that we resume or restart accordingly. Here we've got a completed collection that we did earlier. All the collected data is stored on your Collect server. Going in and selecting an individual device turns on the Download Selected button, which lets you download the imaging files or the collected data files to your local machine that you can then process in whatever tool you'd like. Really, that's the key capability here with fresponse. What we're doing is we're giving you access to the remote system's data. We're giving you a way to collect that data over unstable networks and unstable links, and to then turn around and use that collection in whatever tool or whether it be eDiscovery or forensic product you would like. So that gives you kind of a high-level overview of F-Response Collect. There's a lot more details on the product out at our website. If you'd like, you're welcome to set up an evaluation or a demonstration, or to peruse the manuals or the mission guides that are available on the site. Thank you very much. We hope you've appreciated this, and have a great day.